How do we spot fake influencers? This is Brett Owens with Afluencer, founder and chief collab matchmaker, coming in hot from the latest Shop Talk Conference 2023. Big topic, how do we spot fake influencers? That's what we're going to talk about today. To identify fake influencers, it's pretty simple. We're going to find fake followers, okay? And those are the people that we don't want to work with. Now, it's pretty easy to identify these accounts that are either sketchy in terms of how they've acquired their followers or if they've outright paid for them. The followers tend to not do anything. They follow the account once and then they're not active, which as marketers, of course, we don't want. We want followers and accounts who are engaged, who are liking the post, who are commenting on the posts and reels, because the people who are liking and commenting and highly engaged are most likely to then visit our website and buy our products. So we are going to look for influencers that are the opposite of those with fake followers. We want influencers with high engagement rates because that's going to be the best proxy of potential sales that we have. Now back to the fake crowd, you're going to see that in the engagement rate. It's going to be low. It's probably going to be really low. Now what's a low engagement rate? Well, anything sub 1% is generally going to be a red flag for me. Now what we do in our Afluencer app is we do plot out the number of followers versus the engagement rate for each given influencer. So this is going to give you an idea of where somebody falls on this curve. Now it is natural for the engagement rate to decrease as your number of followers increases. When we start our social media accounts, we've all got our mom, our grandma, our dog following us. They love everything about us and they're constantly commenting, liking, posting. If we sponsor or if we sort of promote, plug a product, they're going to go ahead and they're going to go to that website, right? So we've got a high engagement rate when we have a low number of followers. The trick to becoming even a successful nano influencer, micro influencer, macro influencer is going to be to keep those people engaged as you bring on new followers, as you bring on people who may not know who you are. So naturally the engagement rate is going to decrease. For a nano influencer, somebody with 4,000 or 5,000 followers, we may want to see a 5% engagement rate. As that following increases and we've got someone with 20,000, we may be looking for a 3% engagement rate. And then above 100,000, we may be looking at a 2% engagement rate or better as being a good average, a good indicator of somebody that we want to work with. So on the other side, the flip side of the coin, anytime we see numbers on the engagement rate side that are below that, that either indicates the potential for fake followers or the potential for just lowly engaged, not really engaged followers. And either way, as a brand, we're going to take a pass because there are now, as I learned at Shop Talk, 313 million creators in the world, so about equivalent to the population of the United States, more or less. So there's lots of fish out there in the proverbial partner sea for us. We don't need to reach for someone who isn't quite connecting with their audience for whatever reason. We're not here to point fingers. We're just here to have an effective influencer marketing campaign. So this is why we're going to stress the engagement rate. Now, how are we verifying this engagement rate? Well, we're pulling the data. The best way to do it is to take it directly from the source. For example, Instagram, which still is the granddaddy of them all today in terms of influencer collabs, we're going to pull that data directly from Instagram. And here's how we're going to do it. We ask each influencer user to hook up their own Instagram account with Afluencer. So they're going to have to connect that in order to be eligible to apply for a collab that you would post. This is how we're able to verify the number of followers that somebody has and the engagement rate that they have for the history of their account. And then we also see how they're trending lately, because that's important too, right? We want to make sure we're seeing a strong engagement rate of late. So again, the fake follower accounts are going to stick out like a sore thumb, but really they're going to stick out in that you're not really going to notice them. You're not going to go there on the fake account. One of the new features that we actually added recently is a social score where we rank our influencers by engagement rate. Long story short, you're not going to see the people with fake followers. You're not going to see the people with low engagement rates even really come up for you. They're going to be buried. We're going to focus on presenting you with the best followers, and the best quality of followers, the highest engagement rate. So we're getting away from the fake thing by ensuring quality by having the influencers attach their own account, because at the end of the day, the numbers don't lie. So that's the best way to steer clear of influencers who have fake followers. We want the engagement rate to be average or above average, better yet, given the number of followers that they have. And again, this does depend on the number of followers that they have. Again, it also varies by industry, but long story short, the best way to ensure a successful influencer marketing campaign, look for that engagement. Now I'd like to turn it over to you in our comment section. Below the video here, can you leave a comment and let me know what you consider to be a good engagement rate for an influencer, or is this something you've even looked at before? So if you have, let me know. If not, just give a shout in terms of what you've been doing in terms of looking and vetting your influencers in terms of real or fake followers and making sure that they've got a high engagement rate. So again, leave that comment below. I'd love to hear from you.